All right, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Molly G, back at y'all another episode of Running With You. And today we got to run about this clip that I came across about Halle Berry speaking on how most men are bad at sex and a lot of women are just faking orgasm just to get the nonsense over with. This clip is making its rounds. I haven't seen anything on it, so we're going to react to it together. Without further ado, let's go ahead on and get into it.
Yeah, in our youth, sometimes I know everybody in here will, I know if you don't say this is true, you're lying. Everybody has faked it because you just want it to be done. Sometimes you just want the pounding to stop. So you just say, okay, I'm good too. And then you go find your vibrator in the bathroom and you handle it yourself.
Exactly. Oh my God.
No, we
it's so
won't.
true. No more guys pounding away like a jackhammer once you hit this age. You're like, no more jackhammer sex.
All right. Two things can be true at once. I think a lot of men aren't fulfilling a lot of women's needs, and men ain't getting you know, men ain't performing as well as they should be because when it comes to men getting their orgasm, it's very, very, very much easier than a woman getting theirs, especially if a woman has a high sex drive. But I do think two things can be true at once. I think a lot of women suck at sex too, and I think a lot of women suck at communicating when it comes to sex. Like some women will sit there and just make you figure it out. Or they could know which spot you want them to keep on hitting, but they won't say anything, or they won't say what really turns them on. You know, and they just expect a man to have be a mind reader, especially when you first linking up with a man. Like sometimes these women are having sex with dudes on encounters of one night stands and they're not communicating what pleases them. And they have one night stands with men multiple times and until they find that one man that they just instantly have chemistry with. And I think when it comes to men and women, that's like the main thing, mental and chemistry. When it comes to me, the main thing that gets me in the mood is chemistry. Like, do we have chemistry? And where's my mental? Like, if my mental not there, I don't care how fine you is. If my mental not there and my mind is thinking elsewhere, or I'm having like performance anxiety or whatever, like being too worried about performing well. That's something. It's a term for that. I forgot the name of it. Somebody put it down in the comment section. But I think women could get better at communicating what they like. Like don't get me wrong, it's a lot of women who be saying, "Oh, they're right there. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop." And I think men, they either sometimes they stop too early or they just do something else instead of just focusing on that one spot where a woman is actually communicating and telling you. So I think men got to do better and get on their duties better when it comes to performing. And I think women got to do better when it comes to communicating, especially when it's y'all first time having sex with a man. And women think that men be just doing stuff that turns them off, and they just don't think they could get held to the same standard. Like us men, we get turned off by a lot of stuff too. It's just most women verbally say, "Don't do this." Oh, I didn't like that. They say that a lot. Now sometimes they don't say it, and they just, you know, have it in their head, and they be like, "Oh, never again. I ain't gonna talk to him no more." But men, we do that a lot. Like it's a lot of stuff that as men we get turned off by. I think one of the things as men we get turned off by is hygiene. We don't want to have no smells. Like if we go down on you, we don't want to have no smells of sweat, no smells of uh anything anything that's just kind of weird. We don't want to have no smells. We want to just to smell like water and taste like nothing. Not even taste like pussy, just nothing. I think a lot of men would like that. Now some men they don't give a damn, but I think men, a lot of stuff can turn us off like that. And everybody different. That's why I say sometimes you had that right chemistry with somebody, and y'all just understand each other instantly. Y'all just y'all vibe very, very well. And I think that's the people who ultimately have soul ties with a lot of people because y'all just instantly click. But I think the best woman is to have sex with is the woman that easily comes. And I think sometimes it deals with shape. Like you might have a shape what you working with down there as a man. And I think it's sometimes just aligned exactly with where her spot is on in her vagina. So I think it's a lot of factors to this, dog. It ain't just black and white. Oh, he just bad at sex. Like I think I think you for every woman that could say this man is bad at sex, there's some woman out there that can say he's good at sex. He probably just wasn't interested in you that much. And I think women just automatically think that they is just, they don't get held susceptible to have any criticism.
Never
But
felt
we were
good.
afraid to say, we had to get there so that he felt good
Right.
about bringing us to orgasm, right? So we had to say that we did it so that he would feel good about himself. Because what is
That's it.
what is that doing?
Right.
That's putting his needs before our own.
Yeah.
And now I don't do that
No.
anymore. I'm like, no, I come first like you come first to you.
Yeah.
We both deserve to have this be a mutually enjoyable experience. So
Yeah.
we both can roll over and go to sleep because we feel good. Not
Right.
one snoring and one looking at the ceiling.
Exactly.
Now I do think that, they both, especially if y'all in a relationship. Now, one thing about being in a relationship, you don't want to have your partner just, you know, uh lacking in certain areas of needs. Like you don't want your woman lacking in the area of she's not getting an orgasm enough. And you don't want your man saying, I'm not getting enough sex, period, due to my woman holding out on sex or my woman holding out on head or something like that. Um, I do believe that another thing that plays a part in this, women are just getting more and more open with sexual liberation, and it's not taboo to have a whole phase anymore, and it's not taboo to just speak on your sexual experiences as a woman compared to back in the day. And I think that has kind of like took a toll on women. Like women are consuming a lot of porn, I think, nowadays. And on top of that, women are using a lot of vibrators. And I think these vibrators are making women come very, very easy. And they try to hold a man that's a real person up to that same standard as that machine vibrated with them batteries. And it's not gonna be that way all the time. It's just not. Now, sometimes some men, shit, they partner up with the machine, shit, bring that motherfucker in the bedroom, don't bring that motherfucker out when I just underperform. Like, let this motherfucker be my partner. Some men look at it like that. Some men, they look at that shit like that's my competition. I don't want him, I don't want him nowhere in the room with us. But I do believe that, you know, both parties should get pleased, and some people think that it's more so the woman just got to please the man. It don't really matter about if she come or not. Some people really think that out there, even in relationships, which is crazy to me. But I do think that when it comes to sex, it's a mutual thing. Y'all both want a rewarding feeling at the end. And I think both parties should get that rewarding feeling at the end, because women, I just think that depending on how high her sex drive is, that's going to determine how hard it is to make them come. Like some women, they come very easy. Some women, it takes a lot. But I do think that women shouldn't lie and fake it and all this and all that. Like whether you just meeting a man, don't lie and fake it, or you just really having a bad experience with this dude and you just can't stand to be around him, and that's just going to be your last time there. But if it's somebody you really like, either having a fling with, if it's somebody you're dating, or if it's somebody you're in a relationship with, I don't think you should ever fake it. Like to me, that's why. Um, but I do think it is an epidemic out here of women not getting orgasms. And they turn into these roses, they turn into these machines. Like I think damn near out of five women, I think at least three out the five, maybe even four, got some type of vibrator in their room. Like that's how bad it is out here. And it ain't just because of men underperforming. I think it's because, they just don't want to deal with a man sometimes, and they just want to pleasure themselves, you know. Um, But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. Is two things can be true at once? Like is you know, can sometimes men get turned off by a woman? Oh, you think there's a lot of men out here just selfish? They just trying to till they get them and then roll over and go to sleep. Oh, you didn't get you? Oh shit, I got you next time. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. And let me know any experience y'all had. You know, what just a bad experience, or if y'all just, you know, got with somebody and y'all talk things too and y'all got it came to an agreement when y'all met in the middle. Like if it's any success stories out there, let me know down in the comment section what y'all did to get things right. But if you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what you waiting on? Until next time, I'm out.